No such surprise in Hungary. The elections have just concluded there and the current Prime Minister has secured another term, Viktor Orban. He has won for the fourth consecutive time. A victory, he says, can even be seen from the moon. The opposition says this victory was a foregone conclusion, that given Orban's grip on power, he was always going to win. The question is, what does this win mean for Hungary, also for the rest of Europe, vis-a-vis the war in Ukraine? Orban is a long-time Russian ally. As he remains in power for another 4 years, he could further complicate Europe's efforts to corner Moscow. Here's a report.
This is Viktor Orban, the Prime Minister of Hungary, a man who rules with an iron fist. He has been in power since 2010. That is 3 consecutive terms. He has now clinched a 4th. On Sunday, his party won a landslide victory in Hungary's parliamentary elections. A victory much bigger than what polls predicted. A victory Orban says can even be seen from the moon.
We have scored a victory so big that it can be seen even from the moon, but definitely from Brussels.
This claim is not an exaggeration. Orban's party, the Fidesz, has 53.29% of the votes. That's roughly 135 seats, or a 2/3 majority. The opposition alliance, led by Peter Markizaj, has won just 34.89% of the votes. That translates to just 56 seats. An embarrassing defeat, which the opposition says was always a foregone conclusion.
We recognize Fidesz's victory. We recognize that in a system like this, whatever kind of election system there would be, whatever kind of election math there would be, Fidesz would have had a strong victory. They would have had a 2/3 victory.
Critics say the elections were not transparent, that it was not a level playing field thanks to Orban's grip on power. In the last 12 years, he has overhauled the country's constitution, taken control of most of the media outlets, rejigged elections rules, staffed government posts with loyalists, and rewarded businessmen with lucrative state contracts. People of Hungary say this election was always his to win.
Nem reménykedtem ekkora győzelembe, de szinte biztos voltam benne, hogy a mostani kormánypártját nyeri meg.
Én szeretnék inkább Európában maradni.
You know what? We got used to it. It's happening again and again. It's devastating. It's sad what happened.
So what does Orban's victory mean for Hungary? Given his authoritarian track record, analysts say it will lead to more polarization, more corruption, more backsliding, and less reform. What about Europe? How does the win impact Europe's policies? It complicates the EU's efforts to present a united front against Russia. Viktor Orban is a long-time Russian ally. He enjoys a close relationship with Putin. He supported him during the annexation of Crimea, and he's supporting him again on the war in Ukraine. This means another 4 years of thorny ties with the EU. Orban will likely continue to reject EU sanctions on Russia. Also reject all calls to send Hungarians to fight the Russians. On the face of it, it may seem like the right approach, but in the long run, it could harm Hungary. The EU has a history of isolating non-conformists. It has already blocked funding to Hungary, withheld all sorts of COVID recovery aid, and deprived the country of an equal say in matters. Now, with Orban at the helm until 2026, Hungary's pariah status could only worsen.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.